Hello! I hope that beeping goes away eventually. It has been a really long time, and it's fine. It is what it is. You're probably gonna have to deal with the beeping for a little bit. And the shaking, because I just can't hold my phone. I can't do it. I don't have the mental capacity to do this and that at the same time without fucking something up. Hence why I even have the mic not even on me, it's above me. So hopefully that doesn't mess anything up either. Fingers crossed. But yeah, oh my god, been busy. Working. Tice has completed his what's up, guy? First year tackle football, and he seemed to like it, so that was good. I was a little unsure if he would. Sorry, this dust be drying me out. My lips, my nose, like all of it. I had like a half-assed cold or something of the sort, and now, now the dust has it's like in the morning I'll wake up and I'll have a runny nose, but then by the end of the day, the dust is like completely dried my freaking nose out, and this is really freaking grody, but literally feels like I have oh my god, what was I gonna say? It's really dry, and my nose boogers get really gross, and it's just not a good time. And I don't know, every so often my nose freaking gets like this, and I don't know if it's just mainly the dust or what the deal is, because like it has like a smell of infection or something. Ugh. Which is also kind of annoying and super gross as well. But it is what it is, and we just deal with it. But it's kind of aggravating because I had to get rid of my freaking nose rings because of it, and I really like them. So yeah, sore throat, runny nose, which my sore throat's like not sore anymore. It's more like it's just like it tickles, it's scratchy. So I do a wee bit of coughing. WTF with all the semis. But it's Friday. It's gonna be a good day because Amazon didn't show up, which really sucks for the carrier tomorrow. But after a week of being swamped on freaking packages, like I'm not even mad about it. And so I'm like way ahead of schedule, which makes me super happy. So yeah, I should be done at a good time, which also helps because I gotta work the pizza trailer tonight, and I always get stressed out if I am like not there at a good time. So I will be there at a good time today. No one's gonna be grouchy because I'm not there at a good time, aka Blake. Just kidding. He's usually fine. So yeah, we're freaking into spooky season. Actually, we're like pretty much almost done with spooky season already, which is mind-blowing to me because that means it's almost turkey season, and then that means it's almost Santa season. And I'm not ready for any of that at all. So I'm not even ready for freaking Halloween. Talon, I haven't even got him a freaking Halloween costume yet. And it's in what? What's the date today? Let's look. It's the 24th. So, and I think it's too late to even order something because it won't be here in time. Because Amazon, they're not. They're not as fast as they used to be. So, I think I'm going to have to go old school and find him one in a store. So, hopefully, next week I've got a couple days off. So, it's my goal to find him a Halloween costume. Because I can't make one, obviously. I'm not that creative. So yeah, we're gonna have to get that tackled next week. Which he had, so like, and I think it was Tice's. I think it was like a beach towel, honestly, but it has like a hood, and then it just kind of drapes over you. Well, we use it for because Tice is obviously outgrown it, so we use it for Talon sometimes when he takes a bath, and he puts a little hood up and it just kind of drapes over it, and he looks like a little wizard thing. Oh my god, it is so fucking cute. So I'm like, he would make a cute little like wizard thing. And so, I don't know. I'm really just gonna do what I can and use what I can find at the store because I'm a very last minute person. And last I knew, Tyson didn't know what he was gonna be for Halloween either. So I feel like Halloween always just sneaks up on us and we're never prepared. And we're not like, I think we're kind of out of the stage where we go out for Halloween. I don't know, I never really got into dressing up and going out for Halloween. I don't know. I mean, I went out for Halloween, but it's not like I was dressing up. Like some people really get into the old costume contests at the bar, which I love seeing pictures and stuff like that because they're entertaining. And people come up with some really good ideas, and I love that for them. I'm just not that creative. And so that could never be me. So yeah, spooky season is like literally one of my faves just because I get to watch. I mean, I watch scary movies year round, but I feel like they're just more acceptable during spooky season. And so I've been on my kick of watching scary movies, and I just watched a couple weeks ago that Netflix series about Ed Gein. So then it just kind of sparked, like, I've been in this like phase where I've just been listening to podcasts about like serial killers. Because honestly, I get tired of listening to fucking music all the time. And no matter how many Pandora stations I've got and can rotate through, I just get sick of it. I get tired of listening to music. I want to listen to something cool. And so I've been on this kick of listening to podcasts about serial killers. And honestly, the people that hear what I'm listening, like when I'm on my route, my window's down quite a bit. I try not to just because had a moment there. But like when I'm in town and stuff, and I'm instead of my window going up and down and up and down, I just leave it down. And so then like people are out walking, or I have to park and get out for a package, and I leave my shit going on my radio. And I'm sure people are like, what the fuck is this lady listening to? I don't know, man. I try to turn it down, like, when I'm meeting people, because I just feel like they're gonna be a little judgy and, like, maybe call the cops on me or something, thinking I'm trying to unalive somebody or something. I don't know. But That has been my most recent listen to. And I used to listen to Crime Junkies. I don't mean this in a mean way. Like, sometimes I feel like if you listen to something, it's the same thing with the radio when you hear the same songs over and over. Like, I feel like I listened to it so much that I got tired of hearing their voices. And so I quit listening to them. And so I kind of went off podcasts for a while. Just because podcasts are like really, you have to have a voice for it. Like, I'm not, and it's the same way, which I'm not a reader either, so whatever. But there's been a few times where I've like tried to do like the audiobooks, and they have like the most monotone freaking voice. It's not interesting. I'm like, how do people even listen to this? And it's kind of the same way with podcasts. Like, you have to be entertaining to listen to for me to listen. Which some of these ones that I've been listening to on the podcast thing, they have like the British accents, which I don't mind, but it's kind of along the same lines. I get tired of listening to British accents. Nothing against them, but yeah, it's just a bit much sometimes. But I think the fact that it's it's super interesting, and so it kind of keeps me intrigued. And I just kind of ignore the fact that a British person's telling me the story. So, but with that being said, I kind of got into the Mr. Ballin podcast. Dean got me freaking turned on to those, and so I need like some recommendations. And like I said, I'm on a serial killer kick right now, so like recommendations for podcasts that are like serial killer related. Because yeah, I'm enjoying it right now. I'm learning a lot. And then back to the whole freaking scary movie part. So I said I watched that Ed Gein series, and I thought it was a little fucking weird at first, not gonna lie. And you'll know what I'm saying if you watch it, because it starts out a little strange. But it has freaking Jax off Sons of Anarchy as the main character, and I'm like, I have to see this through. And I did, and it ended up being good. I feel like these kind of things, you have to have a liking for them. Otherwise, you're gonna think it's really fucking weird. And I'm just one of those people that likes it, I guess. Maybe I'm fucking weird. It's fine. Not a big deal. But then I seen on freaking, somebody commented that because, and this I say that I am into the murder, the serial killers, all that stuff. I may not have been as big of a fan as I thought I was, because I'd heard the name Ed Gein, but I didn't I couldn't, if someone was like, do you know who Ed Gein is? I'd be like, no, I don't. And so then I watched the freaking series, and I was like, wow, I know all this stuff about this guy now. But then someone had said that it's not all factual, and it was more for entertainment. And I'm like, well, shit. I don't know shit then, I guess. So that was kind of a bummer. But I'd listened to I watched. Because I'm telling you, I've been on a kick. So big of a kick, I never watch YouTube. I watched a YouTube video about Ed Gein. I'm like, because in the thing, it like links some of these other serial killers or movies, yeah, some of the movies like to Ed Gein, like he was like who they were modeled after or whatever. And I'm like, wow, I didn't know that. And so then I'm like, is that the part that's falsified? And so I had to watch a YouTube video and figure it out. Which who knows if the YouTube video is even any more credible than what I watched. Don't know, but it was pretty good. I did also watch the new Conjuring, The Last Rites, which The Conjuring, Insidious, and I couldn't think of this yesterday either. What that other series is of movies. Conjuring, Insidious, and I can see it. It's the one where they like each time they find like videotapes of like murders. Oh, I can see it. I can literally see it. I just can't think of it. Yeah, some of those are like my fave. And I'm really into like the demonic scary movies. I don't like the gory ones. I'm not a fan of those. I think those are just kind of ridiculous. And like Saw movies, definitely not my cup of tea. Just because sometimes I feel like it's a little over exaggerated. Like I get it, you're gonna bleed if someone cuts your fucking leg off, but the way it just spews everywhere, and maybe that's how it works, but it doesn't do it for me. So demonic, like I'm trying to think what else, like real life, like murder type things. Those are really my fave. Dean calls it my murder porn. He's just a scaredy pants and doesn't like scary movies. I had to watch, that's another one, that Weapons movie. I had to watch it twice because the first time I tried watching it, I was like trying to fold laundry and take care of Tal at the same time, and I was like, I don't even know what the fuck's going on here. So I had to watch it again, and it ended up being a pretty good movie. I wasn't a huge fan of how it bounced around, but like it made sense as to why it bounced around at the end. So that was a pretty good one. And if I ever see my child run, like those children run, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. So yeah, like we've been in freaking spooky mood. And the weather's been nice and chilly, which actually, what is it? 57 degrees out. That is literally like perfect mail carrier weather to me. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. And like I still do have like sometimes during the day I'll have my AC on, sometimes during the day I have my heat on. It just kind of depends. But I'm not like sweating or shivering, so I'm gonna call it a win. And it's kind of been like cloudy, which also makes it perfect because sometimes I like to throw a movie on while I'm working and watch it. I don't just stare at it. I can multitask, but I glance at it while I'm working, so it's like it makes my day go faster. Sue me, I guess. So yeah. I don't know. I need some recommendations on some stuff. And I'll be honest, I'm not a huge, like, some of the older, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of like the older scary movies. I'm not a huge fan of like vampire movies, like, no. And like I said, I don't like the Saw movies that are mainly gory. Like I don't mind if there's like some gore in them, but like I don't want it to be like the basis of the movie. You know what I mean? Ugh. So yeah, I need some recommendations. Podcast, movies, series. I am super pumped. I heard they were coming out with a what's it called? Welcome to Derry. That's like a series based off the movie It. Super pumped about that. I think that comes out on like the 29th or something like that. Which I love that. I wish they would come out with more scary movies during this time of the year. Because it's spooky season. Hello. Why wouldn't you? So yeah. That's pretty much what I've been doing. It's also colder weather means crock pot season, which is one of my faves. Made some cheeseburger soup last night, and I made a pot for our house, and then I took a pot to work, which the one at work had pickles in it because I like pickles, but my family does not like pickles. And I take that back. Rainbow had a bite of a pickle last night, and he seemed to like it, so I guess we're the only cool ones. But yeah, they seemed to like it, so that was good. I was kind of nervous this morning. I put it in the fridge last night, and it has like hamburger. It called for like cut up potatoes, but I'm like, I don't have time to do that, and so I just got hash browns. Well, I think I went a little heavy on the hash browns and a little heavy on the meat. And so it all kind of just absorbed like the soup part of it. So this morning it was not very soupy. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to fix this, and so I just added a bunch of random liquids, whipping cream and beef broth, to make it a little more soup consistency, because I don't like soup that's, oh shit, wrong direction. I don't like soup that's not like soupy, you know what I mean? And so I tried it this morning after I added stuff, and it was still fine, so that's good. Like I said, people at work seem to like it. I get really nervous when I take food to other people other than my household, because what if they don't like it? What if they think it's terrible? Then what? This prime example. I made Cajun Alfredo the other night, and I'd made extra so that way I could take some to work and share it. But then, what's happening? Why are we so wobbly? Swear to God. Took it to work, and you know how Alfredo kind of, once you let it sit in the sauce for a little bit and you put it in the refrigerator, like the sauce soaks into the noodles and it's not super saucy unless you add a lot of extra sauce. And I knew this, and I don't know why I didn't, prepare myself better, but I'm like, I had took it with me to work. I'm like, this is gonna be so dry, and these people are gonna think I don't know how to fucking cook. And so I didn't share it with them for that fact. I was like, I can't have this be the first thing that these people eat that I had made, because they're gonna be like, I hope she never brings food again. Oh my God. So then I had to make up for it today by bringing soup, because I've only been thinking about it all week. I didn't share my food with them, even though they probably wouldn't have liked it. So yeah, that's how my mind's working. It's a great time. But soup's so easy because I can just pop it in. Well, I did it on the stove, and then I put it in the crock pot so I could warm it up. And that seemed to work really well. Hey, pal. So many people wave, and I don't know who they are. And it's not like It's like a little extra added woof. And I'm like, am I supposed to know you? You probably don't know me because I'm from Iowa. And you're not in Iowa. Man, oh man. What a good time, though. Usually, I'm not even... Is this... Oh, hi, doggy. He doesn't sound very happy. This route that I'm on, usually... There's so many packages that you have to... Oh, shit, I don't have to stop here. There's so many packages that it's set up to do, like, part of it, and then you break back in and get, like, the second part of it. And first off, I didn't have to do that today, so that was fantastic. But I'm usually not back to the post office to get my second group of packages until, like, noon. Maybe noon 30. And I'm, like, way ahead of that today, so I'm just loving it. Which, it'd be way cooler if I could just go home and enjoy some time. But I can't. Duty calls! I should have worked the pizza trailer on Tuesday. I knew it! God damn it! It's fine. Everything's fine. I'll live. Maybe. So yeah, I mean, there's not been a whole lot. We literally live such boring lives. We don't do much other than go to work, take care of our kids, come home, that type of thing. There's nothing really extra. I'm trying to figure out why I feel like my Jeep is really just a little extra shaky. Don't ruin my day, Jeep! Because that would literally be my fucking look. On a real note. Ugh. Some of these mailboxes just really get me. God, my nose hurts. Freaking Ray Bob has gotten into getting your nose. Well, seriously, don't mind me. I'm not smearing boogers. I just gotta make sure there's none hanging out. Ray Bob's gotten to the point where he'll get your nose, and he tried to get my nose last night, and I'm like, no, bud, we can't do this. I said, my nose hurts. And he got slightly pissy because I wouldn't let him get my nose. Oh, goodness. He's quite the character. He's also a freaking bully at daycare, I guess. He's a biter. I just don't know. I don't know how to fix it. Because he went on a little thing where he would, like, try to bite us at home, but we corrected it pretty quickly. And so he really doesn't do it at home. And if he does, like, he thinks about it. And by the time we see his mouth opening going towards a limb, we usually are like, hey, no. But apparently at daycare, he just don't give a fuck, which is no bueno. And I hope it breaks soon, because I don't like having a kid that bites. And I never had to deal with that with Tice. Like, I don't. Why is Ray Bob being the complete opposite of Tice? What is happening? I guess that's what they say about your second kid. It's always the second one. So yeah, he's getting his own personality. He never stops eating. Like, ever. He eats so much. And I don't even know how he has room for it all. Because he's just got a little belly. Well, kind of. He's got a big belly. But it's little compared to, adults and stuff. So yeah, I just don't know. I'm curious. Oh, that's not my turn. I'm curious to see, like, his reaction to people being dressed up in costumes on Halloween. I don't know. Maybe he just, again, won't give a shit. Like, I think he's our kid that literally don't give a fuck about nothing. Nothing at all. So that'll be fun. Hopefully we can keep that under control. I'm gonna blame his father for that. He gets his sweetness from me and his psychoticness from his father. I don't have any mail for you guys, but I got a package. Oh my good God, goodness. I do really feel bad for the carrier on this route tomorrow. Hopefully they have help. Because that really sucks when you've got 2 days worth of Amazon. It is no bueno. And I feel bad. But Amazon needs to get their fucking shit together, I guess. I don't know. I just don't know. And it's not like I didn't wait around long enough. That wasn't the problem. Because I apparently hadn't even been to the post office it goes to before us. So, I don't know. What are you doing? Why do people do this? They see a car come in, they just stop in the middle of the fucking road. Like, what are you doing? Especially these roads in fucking Missouri that are only made for one goddamn motherfucking vehicle. It's so annoying. But it's fine. You're gonna have to bear with me. This road's a little bumpy. Yeah, I realized, so the other day, me and Dean were talking about my Jeep and some stuff we need to get put on it and all this other shit. And I made the comment about it, so like makes a click, and I'm like, well, do you think it could be anything to do with my suspension? I said, my suspension really bounces. I said, so I'd assume that means I have a good suspension. He's like, no. It's not what it means. It's like, you're not supposed to go like this. I'm like, oh. Okay. Well, shit. Stupid dogs. It's always the little ones. Always the little ones that think they can take on my vehicle. And I hate to break it to you, bud. You're not gonna win. Hi! Dumb dogs. Someday they're gonna learn when they get fucking hit by a car. And hopefully it's just not by me. Because thankfully, I've made it through this far without hitting anything. Mailboxes don't count, and I just grazed them, so whatever. Not a big deal. And it's only been a few. But I'd made it like my whole year without misdelivering a package, except for, which that may have even been after my year, but, and the only reason that first one I misdelivered was because that's where GPS took me. So is it really my fault? No, it's GPS's fault. And she had the nerve to be grouchy with me, and I'm like, I don't run this route. It's where GPS told me to go. You can go get them. I can go get them. They're literally a house down. Anyway, whatever. But then I freaking misdelivered. Oh God. Probably a little bit easier on this, but it's fine. I misdelivered one the other day, a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, fuck. Like my first actual misdelivery. And then I've had 2 this week. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I honestly think that I'm like getting, because I look at so many numbers and so many street names and everything else, like shit's just starting to blur together. That, or I'm getting late life dyslexia. I don't know. So yeah, I had to fix 2 fuck ups this week, so that's great. And one of them was publicly, actually 2 of them were kind of publicly established that I fucked up. Because the first one, the guy came in and he's like, I'm looking for this package. And he read off the address, and I'm like, fuck, that's me. And he's like, why did it say that you couldn't deliver this? I said, because the package that I put in your mailbox was not yours. And then by the time I realized it, I was already past your house. And so I couldn't, it wasn't going back to your house. And so I scanned it, no access. Leave me alone! But then my second one, because a lot of times when I'm, like if I'm decently comfortable with a case, or like the route, I can kind of get to the point where, and a lot of times you've got the same people ordering packages, and so you kind of know where the names are, and I try to kind of correlate the last 3 numbers of the address and the names. Well, my dyslexia must have really kicked in, because I looked at this one package and thought it was this house, and it ended up not even being a package on my route. So how I found out I fucked that up, I was on Facebook and I seen that there was like a Facebook page that is like the community event type thing for down here where I'm working. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. And I thoroughly enjoy like watching Bloomfields and the drama and just laughing at people's stupidity and comments and shit like that. So I'm like, better join this one. The audacity that my first post I seen on there was my fuck up of misdelivering a package. Picture and all of the package. And I'm like, well, shit. That's unfortunate. But I got it straightened out. Everything's fine. Everybody got their packages. So I have high hopes that I'm not going to fuck anything up today. Fingers crossed. There's still time. Like a good 3 hours worth of time to fuck something up. But I feel like with the amount of packages, I should not fuck it up. And if I do, I should probably be fired. And that's what I told the postmaster. I said, I freaking misdelivered another fucking package. And I should probably be fired because I done fucked up. And then I Googled the address because the name didn't sound familiar. And then I realized it wasn't even on my route. Sometimes, and I just think, oh my god, I'm so dumb. So dumb. But if people realized how many numbers and streets and everything like that that we look at in a day, especially as a sub, bouncing around to different offices and different routes, like so many numbers and streets that you see. Which I counted it up. I trained on my, I think it was 16th or 17th route last week. That seems insane to me. But I guess it's great. Gives me more opportunity for hours, you know what I'm saying? Which some of them I would still obviously have to keep looking at that and not realize it. Hold on just a sec. There you go. Thank you. Thanks! I think that lady was yelling at her. I hope you picked that up. Oh my goodness gracious. That's just too fucking funny. Anyway. I forgot what I was even talking about. Oh yes. All the numbers and streets and names. It's just so much. So much knowledge up in this noggin that I sometimes get it jumbled, okay? And I think that's fair, you know. I get it. It's literally my job to deliver mail and packages to where they're fucking addressed to. But let me tell you a little secret. Sometimes things get forwarded, or someone moves out, someone moves in, and it's just a continuous cycle of not knowing where people are going. And then you have to try to remember it on like all these freaking routes, and it's a bit much. So if I've only had that many missed deliveries in a year, I think I'm fine. It'll be fine. And I fixed 2 of them, so it is what it is. So yeah, well, I think I'm back on the main gravel part of this route, but I've only got 3 hours left, which means I'm gonna be done at like 3 o'clock. That's great. I love that for me. So yeah, again, make sure you give me your recommendations on the podcast, the movies, the series. Give them all, cause I need some new stuff. So I hope everybody has literally the best weekend. Hawks play tomorrow. That's super exciting. Love Hawk Saturdays. And it's our last this is our last full weekend in October. Hello, turkey season. Anyway, everybody have a great weekend, and thanks for listening to Rough Mom Podcast.